Can you believe this movie got nudity in it? What up, YouTube? It's your boy Kelvin J, and I'm back with another video. Before I get into this video, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe it, comment, share, do all that before you watch the video because it's gonna be dope, and you already know it's gonna be dope. So let's get right into it, man. We talking about the movie Cuties on Netflix. It just released last night. I was up late and I said, oh Lord, I seen this trailer a while back. I gotta watch this movie so I can talk about it, right? So movie starts off pretty good. I'm just gonna go through a full review, try to make it quick, but it's probably gonna be long, but stay to the end because the end is where it does get pretty interesting. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. You'll see, there's a part in the movie that's interesting. This is a spoiler alert. The movie starts off pretty well. The girl seems to be like in I think like a Ethiopian or Muslim type family of some sort, something like that, right? She's all covered up. They're going to church. They're going to prayer, whatever they call it. They're doing their thing. You know, after their first service, the movie's going good. They're talking about women being obedient to the husbands and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, man, I like this. This is the order of God right here. I like this. The Bible right here. But then after the service, the little girl who's supposed to be 11 years old, how old are the girls in the movie in real life? I don't really know. I haven't researched that, but supposedly they're all supposed to be around 11, right? Regardless, we know for a fact they're underage, right? She's walking past this laundromat, the laundromat part of the apartment building, and she sees this young Spanish girl just dancing, got her waist all out, waist exposed. And this is what my jaw just dropped. I'm not even gonna front. As soon as the movie was going good, I was like, oh, okay, it's religious, blah, blah. I didn't, you know, and then all of a sudden, this little girl is in here, hip whipping. You know what I'm saying? Hip whipping and all that. After the girl, the Muslim girl, I'm gonna start calling her the main character, right? So the main character, she starts looking at the Spanish chick, and she's like, you know, observed by her. And then, you know, she runs off. But so after seeing how the Spanish chick dressed with her belly all out, then the Muslim girl, or the main character, she started, you know, trying to dress like that. So she goes home, gets her brother's little shirt, and she ties it up. So now she's in the house, in the bathroom, dancing, trying to dance like the little girl she saw in the laundry room. You know, and it's just crazy how people get so corrupt by these, what they call it, the Western ways, I guess more so Americans type style, right? Next thing you notice, the little girl, she comes across a cell phone. So now this little girl has a smart cell phone, the main character, and I guess she's never had one before. So now she has a smart cell phone. You know, a smart cell phone gives you internet access into a whole world of evil, right? A lot of evil going on in smartphones nowadays, right? The film cuts to a scene where they're in the bathroom and the main character is in the stall and she overhears the cutie girls, the Spanish and the other clique, the other little dancer girls, she overhears them in the bathroom having sexual conversation about a video they were watching. And they didn't show anything in this scene, but based on the script writing and what you could hear them talking about, they were clearly talking about porn. So you got these little girls under the age watching porn, and then the other girl getting exposed to it. And it's just like, at this point, you know, where's this movie going? What are we watching, right? The main character ends up meeting up with the cutie girls. Next thing you know, they're hanging out and she's recording them dancing. While she's recording them dancing, they start dancing. You know, the cutie girls are dancing and the main character chick is recording them because she doesn't know how to dance yet. You know, the white girl in the group, she does this whole twerk pop-up thing and then she flips off the camera and with the middle finger. And I'm just like, what was that for? Why did I just get flipped off? Why did that just happen to me? I'm at home in my bed watching this movie and this little girl is flipping me off in this little underage movie with little girls. Why is this happening right now? I just don't get it. So then it get worse. After the main girl records the cutie girls dancing on the cell phone that the main girl stole, she goes home. Now they're in prayer again the next day. Now in the middle of prayer, this is like a Muslim type of prayer setting. You know, everyone's gathered around. Everybody's got, you know, what's it called? The hijab? The hijab? Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment below what it's called. But the wraps that they wear over their whole face and everything. Everybody's got that on. Everybody's in prayer, chilling, sitting there doing their prayer, right? Got their heads down praying, right? Mega. As they're praying, this girl covers her whole head with the hijab, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm saying wrong. Covers her whole head. She pulls out her cell phone in the middle of prayer under the whole robe, and she starts watching adult twerk videos, guys. adult twerk videos, like in the middle of prayer. Like I'm talking adult, full booty exposed, you know what I'm saying? Thongs and stuff like that. Booty twerking, booty dancing, American Western booty dancer stuff, right? Something that a little 11-year-old girl should not be looking at, especially in the middle of prayer. She ends up going back to the crew. Next thing you know, she takes it to the crew. She starts teaching them these very extremely provocative dance moves. Now, the cutie girls were already doing kind of sexual dance moves, but overall it wasn't that bad, you know what I mean? But now that the main character, she's so intrigued by it, she wants to be liberated and free and all that, right? An independent woman, all that, right? So now she's she went like to the deep end. So now she's over here, you know, trying to teach them these new dance moves like twerking and laying on the ground, just like a whole lot more sexual, seductive type of dance styles, right? You know, next thing you know, that leads to them hanging out with some older guys. Next thing you know, the cutie girls was trying to persuade the main character to lie about their age. You know, so this is horrible. This is a horrible movie, guys. Now, wait a minute. Let me stop right there. You know, I'm a cinematographer myself. Now, when it comes to the script writing, the cinematography, the whole structure of the actual film itself, superb. Superb. It was a good movie as far as that goes. It was shot well, the shots were nice, audio was great. The whole cinematic production was pretty well and on point, like a pretty good movie, right? Especially for a foreign film, because it was shot in France or something like that. It was a good production, but as far as the message and the concept and the message of what it's pushing to reality, is just like, that is just great. I've never seen a movie like this. I've never seen a movie that just showcased little girls so openly. So next thing you know, the girls are hanging out at a park, just chilling, this, that, and the other. And one of the cutie girls, she walks over, picks up a balloon off the ground. Right? And she starts to blow it up. And then the other girls look at her like, what are you doing? You know, that's a condom. Why these little girls all talking about condoms and stuff? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I probably knew about condoms at that age too, 11, I don't know. But it's just crazy that this little girl starts blowing up a straight up condom. What does this got to do with the movie? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does this got to do anything with some girls getting together, building a dance group, and venturing off into a dance team? What does this girl finding a random used condom on the ground and blowing it up gotta do anything with this movie? Anything. They could have completely left that out of the script, right? I mean, I like the fact that they do showcase the danger sides. They showcase the danger sides of that lifestyle. Like, for a woman to go down that lifestyle, it can get pretty bad. You can run into some very bad things. So maybe that's why they put a condom in there. Next thing you know, they're video chatting some of the older guys at school, like some of the teenager guys, you know what I'm saying? And I think it was just crazy that you got 4 of these girls, the cutie girls, they're all on webcam with this older guy, you know, flirting with them, talking about showing, I think one of them like showing, would you like to see my tits? Or something like that, some sexual stuff, man. And I'm just like, these are 11-year-old girls, yo, this is crazy. And this is a movie, and the girls in the movies aren't like 18 and older acting as 11-year-olds. These are real little kids in the movie talking about webcam and older dudes and just imagine if your daughter or your kids are watching this movie and they see it and they can look at it like, oh, they could pick up on things like it's okay to just do that stuff. Then one thing I didn't like about the movie, they ran into the situation where they ran into a laser tag zone and they got caught by security. So when they got caught by security, to get out of the situation, guess what these little girls start doing? Guess what these little girls start doing? Little girls start getting all seductive, and I don't know the dance, y'all. Don't laugh at me. But she getting all seductive and, you know, all of that, you know, doing all of that. And then the security guard look a little weird. I don't like to stereotype how people look, but if you were to guess what a pedophile might look like, this guy kind of fit in that category. Sorry, security guard, but you do. But that doesn't mean anything. A pedophile can look like anything. A pedophile can look like a very, very normal person all the way to a very weird, creepy person. So don't judge a book by its cover, because that ain't the case. But this guy, he's looking, the security guard, he steps back. He's looking at the girl while she's doing her little sexual dance and stuff. And he's just like, oh, okay. Because they told the security guards that they were dancers. And then I guess she's trying to show him how she dances, right? And then they got out of the situation. So what does this show to our kids? What does this show to our kids when kids watch this and they see like, man, so if I dance all sexual and stuff, I can get out of situations? Next thing you know, you got your 12, 13, 14-year-old daughter out here, you know, trying to have sex with older men or doing some crazy stuff just so they can get out of a situation. So then there's a shot where the main character gets into a fight with one of the older girls. She gets to a little scuffle. And next thing you know, they pin her down and they're pulling her pants off. They're pulling this little, supposed to be 11-year-old. They're pulling this 11-year-old girl pants off. And what gets me, yo, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. What gets me is the camera angle making sure they getting all the shots. Any shot that's like close on their butts and any shots that's close, they're making sure they're getting all of these shots. And yeah, so they're pulling her pants down, panties still on, still got her pantyhose, right? Thank God, right? For a 11-year-old movie with little girls. Pulls her pants down and they make sure they got a clear shot of her whole body, you know, in the shot. And I'm just like, this movie is just blown. Like, I knew this movie was gonna be interesting, right? I knew this movie was gonna be different, but they put a lot of extra stuff that had nothing. Why does she have to get her pants pulled down in the movie? What does that got anything to do with a woman leaving her strict family and going off to be a dancer? Like, it could have been written so differently. It could have just been written so differently. So then after this situation, the girl goes back home, the main character. Next thing you know, she's stealing money from her mother. So now she's stealing. This lifestyle has brought her into stealing now. Now she's a thief. You know what I mean? So she's out here stealing so she can go out and buy some thoughtware. Trying to get some thoughtware. Hashtag thoughtware. Thoughtware. They're trying to go get some thoughtware for her friends. So she go to the mall. She's shopping. They at the mall. They bought panties, bras. These are 11-year-old girls, y'all. We're not talking about some late high schoolers, you know what I mean? 16, 17, 18. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about some little girls. Little girls. She buying panties and bras, and now they running down the street, got the bras on, panties on, like sexual looking panties and stuff. Like stuff that they don't, what? Fast forward, she falls, and the guy who she stole the phone from apparently be around the house. I don't even know who this man was, but he was in the movie, whoever he was, right? So he ends up finding out that the girl got his phone. She's like, whoa, you got my phone? You had my phone all this time? Why you got my phone? She's like, oh no, give me the phone back. I need that, da 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 da. And he's like, no, what you got my phone for? Like, you're talking about an 11-year-old talking to a grown man asking for his phone back. You think this grown adult man is about to really get this little kid his phone back after it's been missing for days now? Like, come on, yo. Come on. So when she realized that she wasn't going to get it back, guess what this little girl did? She starts slowly backing up, looking into his eyes, taking her little jacket off. She had a little shirt under it. Wasn't even a sexy shirt. She had a little shirt. This is a little 11-year-old, y'all, trying to seduce a grown man. Take her little jacket off, looking her in the eyes, right? And then she started to unbutton her pants. 11. Thank God. I was hoping they wasn't about to show him like give into it. So thank God he actually backed up, pushed her back and was like, yo, what's wrong with you? And backed off. And then she saw that the seduction wasn't gonna work. So she starts fighting him for the phone. She gets the phone from him, runs into the bathroom. And then guess what happened? You won't believe it. You won't believe what happened next, y'all. Like this video if you like what I'm saying, because what I'm about to tell you next is just ridiculous. Do not let your kids watch this movie. I can tell you that. Don't let your kids watch this movie. Adults, if y'all want to check it out, see what's going on, sure, because y'all hopefully got more state. I can't even say that because it's pedophiles. I can't even say adults go check the movie out because the pedophiles gonna be lurking. I mean, this is like a pedophile movie. This movie is built to just dangle in front of pedophiles. That's what this movie Cuties is about. I'm telling you. She's in the bathroom. She's got the phone. She's thinking, she's like, what do I do? What do I do? Her mind told her to say, you know what? We got to be bold and strong. So let me get one more picture on the internet before I get this man his phone back. This girl pulls down her pants, y'all. Pulls down her pants. And her panties, 11 years old now. And she takes a picture of the snatch. It ain't even got no snatch yet. It ain't got no snatch. And she taking pictures of the snatch. Where they do that at? She takes the pictures of her own cooch, uploads it to the internet, y'all. 11 years old. And then she gives the dude his phone back. Next thing you know, her parents finds out what happened at school because she got in trouble at school. One of the boys at school ended up slapping her on the butt because she was all dressed and provocative now, right? She looked back like, what? Ew, don't touch me, da, 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 which is crazy. And this goes for all women. Men are primitive. We are primitive creatures, okay? You can't just be walking around sloppy toppy with your stuff all out and not expect men to want to hover over you, lurk over you, come talk to you, harass you, touch you, grab you, snatch you up, rape you, all kinds of random things. This is why the Bible even talks about how important it is to cover yourself. It's very, very important for a woman to cover herself from head to toe. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't believe, me personally, I don't believe in all that being fully wrapped up like a mummy. You should be covered a little bit. You know what I mean? You should be covered a little bit. And if you're not, the less covered you are, you have to expect the nature to kick in that men are going to be gawking over you. It's literally nature. Especially if you're just naked and the pheromones is just all in the air. But that's another story. So she gets in trouble because she ends up stabbing him in the hand with a pencil. Mom's in there praying them. They're throwing water or some type of holy water, oil, something on them. You know what I'm saying? They getting that water shaking on her and all that. And as the water's getting shook, saying she started twerking. I don't know if she started praying. I don't know what she's doing, but she started like twerking, like gyrating and stuff. You know, she gyrating and twerking and all that, right? All that, everything jiggling too. 11 years old now, watch out. Jiggling, things jiggling, and she's getting wet. This is like a pedophile's fantasy right now. This is like a straight up pedophile's fantasy. Like, I can only imagine all the pedophiles in the world right now who got access to this movie. This is like literally almost like legal child porn. If you really think about it, it's almost kind of like a soft legal child porn for, you know, the pedophiles is lurking over. So you know they watching it like crazy. Probably got it on repeat. So anyway, she's doing her gyration. She get her twerking and her all that stuff out her system, right? All that's done with. So now we finally fast forward. Let's get to the end of the movie. And then the movie, big showtime comes up. You know what I mean? This girl's doing whatever she wants to make it on the stage. She finally gets on stage. And next thing you know, the show starts. And these fools start dancing. Now y'all can see how messed up this footage is. These girls is damn near half naked, twerking and all this sexual stuff on this stage. And you know, the greatest part about it though, after all of the sexual dancing, I love the fact that she had a wake-up call. Where did it come from? I didn't see it coming in the whole movie. Somehow this little girl had some kind of a wake-up call. Maybe it was the prayer. Prayer is powerful. She has this wake-up call. She just runs off stage. She's like, what am I doing here? She runs off stage, runs all the way home, gets home to her mom, and next thing you know, she's back home and she's just a normal kid again. So she goes out, she's dressed more covered, you know, not fully robed up, but she's way more covered now. And she goes out, she starts jump roping and playing. And then the movie ends with she's just a regular kid in the neighborhood again.